Good evening, Doctor, and my fellow friends. We are from Group 4, and so I would like to introduce myself. My name is Kogleshwaran Naidu. My team members are Ellie M. Shakira, Noor Shafra, and Susmita Davanade. So we have chosen food industry for our assignment 1, which is potato chip manufacturing. The company is Frito-Lay, or we can call it as Lay Chips Company. This is the manufacturing video of the Lay Chips Company. So for the next is the introduction for the Frito-Lay, which is located at Plano, TX75024, United States. Frito-Lay is an American subsidiary of PepsiCo that manufactures, market and sells corn chips, potato chips, and other snack foods. Herman Wadenley is known for his involvement in potato chip manufacturing. Being the founder of Lay's Potato Chips, he was born in Charlotte, North Carolina, US, and founded Herman Wadenley and Co. Incorporated in 1939. The company was started after Herman Lay started working for Better Food Products Company and later purchased their manufacturing plant. Then the Frito Company and Herman Warren-Lay and Company, which merged in 1961 to form Frito-Lay Incorporated, and in 1965 Frito-Lay Incorporated merged with the Pepsi-Cola Company. So next is the organization. First of all is its chairman, and under the chairman there is director of research and president. So under the president there is executive vice president and vice president for marketing. Under the executive vice president, there is traffic manager, vice president sales, and vice president zone. So under the vice president sales, there is a sales analyst, and under the vice president zone, there is a vice president division and division sales manager for each plant of the Frito-Lay company. Then for the vice president marketing, there is vice president advertising, package designer, military sales, and package manager. So next is the type of sensors and actuators that are being used in the production line. First of all is digital pressure sensor to monitor liquid pressure when washing raw potatoes. Next is a color mark sensor to detect an edge of the package of the potato chips. And that is the reflective sensor to count the packages that had been done. Actuators that are being used is a stepper motor to read the coupling to flush out the labeling to be pasted on the box. And then is AC induction motor applied in the whole conveyor system of the production. Sensor and actuators rules. First of the sensor is digital pressure sensor, which is a pressure sensor is an electronic device that detects, regulates or monitor pressure and convert perceived physical data into an electronic signal, which we can see in this video. So next is color mark sensor. A color sensor is a type of photoelectric sensor which emit light from a transmitter and then detect the light reflected back from the detection object with the receiver. A color sensor can detect the perceived light intensity for red, blue, and green respectively, making it possible to determine the color of the target object. If light containing the red, blue, and green wavelength is shown on a red object, only red light will be reflected. If there is no red, blue, and green wavelength is shown, so it will consider as a white source object. So this is how the color mark sensor works in the potato chip packaging.
Good day, doctor. I am Sasmita Davanathan. I'm going to continue my group presentation. The next sensor is a retroreflective sensor. A retroreflective sensor is a type of photoelectric sensor which uses the interruption of a reflective light beam to detect the object. The retroreflective sensor has both emitter and the reflective beam into the same housing. A separate reflective unit is placed to reflect the beam back to the sensor. So, as we can see in this video, when a lace packet enters into the region between the reflector and the sensor, it obstructs the light beam. This interruption causes the light beam to diffuse and the sensor detects the change. It then causes the output to change. Okay, then actuators. The first actuator is stepper motor. Okay, as we can see in the video, the stepper motor convert a pulsing electrical current controlled by a stepper motor driver into the precious one-step movement of the gear-like toothed component around a central shaft. Each of these stepper motor plus move the rotor through one precious and fixed increment of a full turn. Then AC induction motor. An AC induction motor or asynchronous motor is an AC electric motor in which the electric current in the rotor needed to produce torque is obtained by a electromagnetic induction from the magnetic field of the stator winding. An induction motor can therefore be made without electric connection to the rotor. So as we can see in this video, the AC induction motor of the of conveyor that operate continuously in one direction. So its load must be held in the place for vertical application. There are wide range of the AC motor power of activated of electromagnetic brake.
So me and my friend, we're presenting about manufacture and technical specification, or we known as datasheet. The model that we're presenting is PSANV01C. It has two pressure type, which are pneumatic and fluid type model. So for pneumatic is gauge pressure, and fluid type also gauge pressure or seal gauge pressure. So the rated pressure range is 0.0 to negative 101.3 kilopascal, and the display and setting pressure range is from 5.0 to negative 101.3 kilopascal. The display type is 7-segment LED, which is 4 1/2 digit. The power supply for this sensor is between 12 to 24 volt DC. The load voltage is 30 volt DC, is less than 30 volt DC, and the load current is less than 100 milliampere. Next, for color mark sensor, for the sensing type is the convergent reflective. The sensing distance is from 15 millimeter plus minus 2 millimeter. It can sense. The sensing target is opaque and translucent materials. The indicator for this sensor is operation indicator in red, stability indicator in green, teaching indicator in full color, and time indicator is in orange. The operating mode is for color match, normally open, and color mismatch, normally closed, and mode selectable, which means adjustable. And lastly, for retro-reflective sensor, in this datasheet it has three types, but the retro-reflective is the BTS200 MDT. So the sensing distance is 10 to 200 millimeter. The sensing target is less than 27 millimeter opaque material.
Assalamualaikum Doctor, my name is Ila Amin Shakira binti Zakara, matric number C200007. So I will continue with a step per motto for this project. The model that we use is A63K5913. For the maximum stop torque is 63 kgf centimeter or equal to 6.3 Newton meter. For the rotor inertial moment, 4,000 times with 10⁻7 kg meter squared. For the rated current, for M 1.4 ampere per phase, and for G 2.8 ampere per phase. For the basis step angle, 0.72 degree for full step, and for half step 0.36 degree. Unit weight is 3.8 kilogram and 4.74 kilogram. The motor phase is 5-phase. Insulation class is B type, 130 degrees Celsius. The insulation resistance between motor coil and case is more or equal to 1000 mega ohm. For the electric strength is 1000 VAC. For the ambient temperature, -10 to 50 degrees Celsius. Temperature rise is less or equal to 80 degrees Celsius. Okay, for built-in brake type, frame size there is 42, 60, and 85 millimeter. And I continue with AC induction motor. The model type is M800006. The outline dimension drawing in a figure 4 and 5. Rated frequency is 50 Hz. Motor location is indoor. Altitude less than 1000 meter. Relative humidity less than 90 degree. Ambient temperature is 40 degree. Celsius. Duty type is continuous. The weight is 1.68 kilogram. Inertia is 0.00766. Terminal connection is 3-phase cable. Okay, the rated output 13.6 watt. Number of pole is 4, and the rated voltage is 14.7 RMS. And the maximum continuous phase current is 0.61. That's all from us. Thank you.